Mens sana in corpore sano. And if you're an ancient Roman watching this clip, then you know it means in a healthy body, a healthy mind, or at least in Italian. Curiously, the saying is translated into Russian, is in a healthy body, a healthy spirit. But anyway, let's not get too significant here and just roll with it. It should be obvious, but sometimes the obvious needs to be said and repeated, is that we linguists who work with our minds should keep the body in good shape. And it relates to both translators and interpreters in slightly different ways. And I'm not trying necessarily to be teachy-preachy and so forth, but why is this important? Imagine you're in a car and the car is really filthy and it's really dirty. Like, how pleasant is it going to be to drive the car, and how clear are you going to be in your thinking? Or even better, let's say that you're interpreting in a very sordid environment or house. It might affect your interpretation, right? But an even better point is that our connection with the body is much more intimate than with the car or with the house. And if the body is, God forbid, falling apart, then it will definitely affect linguistic skills. I actually first heard this from Garry Kasparov, the chess champion, that chess players need to absolutely do some form of physical exercise. And I was like, why? All they do is just sit and stare at the board, you know. But when they sit and stare at the board, the body cannot distract them, because if the body distracts them, or even worse, distracts them, cute pun here, then it'll interfere with their thinking, right? They need to have their full attention on the board. Well, our board is a linguistic board. Interpreters obviously sometimes have to have very high endurance. We're expected to work from 9 to 9. I've worked once from 7 to 11, and I'm sure you have too if you're an experienced interpreter. And translators are there in front of their screen all the time. So it's especially important. So I'm not a doctor. I am actually a personal trainer and a running coach, but pick your favorite form of exercise, be it yoga, be it running, be it swimming. And this is all very fitting and symbolic because I'm about to dive into Cedar Lake after recording these clips. But keep your body in shape. The mind-body connection could be discussed in many hours of clips, which we're not going to do here. But just trust me on this, is that it's very intimate. And the condition of the body will absolutely affect the clarity of the mind and the clarity of thinking. And if you're standing there in front of an audience and this hurts and that hurts and that hurts, then it's just somehow going to be a little more difficult to find the right word. So find your own. I'm very biased towards running. We started with Latin. And I think the Greeks used to say, if you want to be happy, run. If you want to be handsome, run. If you want to be smart, run. And voila. So go for a run, or for a yoga session, or for a kettlebell session, or whatever your heart desires, but just do it. There, Nike slogan. Just do it. See you in the next clip.